Hey, hey, okay, we actually have a match. We actually do have a match this time. Not a good match, but, you know, Harry just wants to be roasted at this point. So, I mean, I guess, first episode of, match replays then, I guess. Forced, unfortunately, because, there were supposed to be two games that were supposed to be done, which is, like, support gameplay and stuff, but unfortunately, Spectator has to be Spectator and delete the replays, but now Harry has provided us a match in which he wants to get roasted and like control a lobby or something that's like not a good lobby at all, but YOLO. I mean, hopefully he gives us good, juicy content. Criticism, replay these nuts. Alright, well, I mean, I don't need to watch this. Where are you? You're in Daji. Daji. Bolted. Already. Already, this match is bad. Harry is Corwenchas. Alright, let's follow you around. There you are. Get us up to speed. Look at this. Look at the control of people loading into the map. It's... We're waiting here like a full... We're waiting a long time. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to 4 times this. They've only all just loaded in! Oh my god. Alright, what have we got? Where are you? You're on the bottom. Let's move you to the top. I'll move their jungler to the top, but I don't think it matters that much. I mean, Bumba's Dagger Mace, that's fine. That's like an instant beat stick. Relic Beads... Oh, I'm gonna slow this down to normal. Relic Beads over Blink, which makes sense, because, like, if you get caught in a Ymir freeze, you are fucked. I'm trying to think of anything else at the moment. I mean, Bumba's... Oh, you actually switched it to Bumba's... Yeah. Bumba Spear late game, which would be absolutely huge. You're going straight into Yoden's to try and get more ults off of cooldown, which makes sense. Nothing like crazy to criticize so far. I mean, that Tsukiyomi pushed up, so he's just gonna die. Unfortunately, he beats nothing. That means you can just like camp him off cooldown, really, if you wanted to. Daji just does things like that. Kukulkan following you. I mean, I guess you did speed red, so you don't have like you can have that pressure. Nuwa walking up only just hit level 2. I don't think you have enough damage to kill her. Yeah, Cuckoo missed Zephyr. Just short of a little damage. Unfortunate. Why am I seeing subtle... Okay. There we go. Harry sends up his knife. He actually is playing on max sensitivity. That should be pointed out. At least I'm assuming he's playing 60-60 on this match. I mean, you only turned it down to 45, like, not long ago, didn't you, or something like that? Mid camps are up, you'll be getting one side, they'll be getting the other side. You have pots ticking, so you can stick around for a little bit. Yeah, I thought so. 60-60. Trying to look for an initiate here, but ooh. I was about to say, you did look a little bit fucked there, but Kukulkan, for some reason, had pressure. I'm going to speed this up a little bit so we get back up to speed, because Spectator on Smite takes you back a long while. I don't know why it takes a long while, but it really does. So, I mean, yeah, you knew they were coming up to mids. You were walking up thinking, oh yeah, they're doing mids. We can look at pressure, but, like, your Cuckoo is nowhere near you on the map. You're kind of sat there by yourself. He leveled, Kusarigama. Nuva doesn't have Clay Explosion, though. And thankfully for you, though, like, yeah, Nuwa didn't have Shining Metal because she already used it on the camp. Otherwise, you probably would have actually died there. You had to expel your beads for not much. But, once again, Cuckoo showed face, and that seemed to be enough pressure, but once again, you're kind of being pincered here. They are chasing. Cuckoo isn't really doing much. They're just committed. That was a clean teleport, but now your Guan Yu's gonna suffer. Oh, no, he's chilling. Wait, no, wait, did I say Guan Yu? Oh, you have... Wait, I can't read, that's a horse. I mean, so, no, not bad. I mean, you were able to get 2-2 Maze. You're gonna be just a little bit short of, like, Jotuns for, like, 400 gold. But you're still... If I check the levels... Yeah, you're still on... You're actually really on par with this Tsukiyomi. He just has a little bit more gold than you, which I presume is from farming back camps more consistently. You don't talk about, like, fucking your Yana supports here. So someone that handed tactics are allowed to go away, you know, like laffey or support, you know. Sometimes those things just have to be kept away. 420 mana, we'd love to see the Blazits. Aura's in a little bit of trouble, but Guan Yu just used his heal, so you should clean up the kill. If you not want to, choke autos and not be level 5. I mean, Zed, okay, like, there's nothing wrong with my Hercules. There is nothing wrong with my Hercules. It's not my fault. The character is just bad, okay? It's not my fault if Hercules is just a bad character and I'm against someone cringe. And my jungler is nowhere to be seen, you know? It's not my problem. Hercules really does suck. His buffs still don't... Hercules' buffs doesn't really change anything for him either. It's a nice buff, but it still doesn't fix the core problem of why Hercules is bad right now. You have Jotuns online, that's kind of huge. Oh, don't say heavy XE Hercules. Oh, no. Tyr's actually not in a good spot, but I feel like you could clean this up. Tsukiyomi. Sorry, I have to really badly cough there. Tsukiyomi beads! Where's your ult? I understand you're looking for damage, but you can absolutely pull him right now and... Oh. I'm so glad you pulled him. I was gonna get really, really worried you weren't gonna pull him. You pick up the double kill, which is huge. You've now got like 1k in hand. That's really, really good for you. You can start like Transcendence, you can start Hydras or anything. Whatever you want to desire, really. Yeah, I know you're shit at her ult. I think I've seen enough evidence that you're bad at her ult. But I mean, the only thing you can do to that, really, obviously, is just practice the character. The more you play her, the more you'll get used to her. Alas. What's really interesting so far is that neither junglers really have been present in the dual lane yet. Which I guess is a testament that, you know, jungle farm on the side of this fucking duo lane really, really sucks. So there's no reason to go there, really. I mean, look at that, your soul just has pressure just by herself. She's chilling. Yeah, of course, you have to play her. You know, you're not gonna be able to learn a character better if you don't play her. You just gotta get to it eventually. Cups are up, and you will look to prioritize them. Ooh! This is actually really good. You make basically the same rotations as Tsukiyomi does. Except, you're on 60-60 cents, and you're struggling to hit things, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You should kill him as he returns, though. You do have ult. You could look for a return on this Suki. He hit her though. He hit him though. Hold on, I just want to, like, you know... Let's get back to this, right? Just a little bit more forward. Right, you take out Rama here, that's fine. I feel like you could have ulted a lot earlier, right? Like, instead of going in tier 2, I know, like... Obviously, your ult doesn't do a lot of damage as is, but I feel like you could have easily, like, say... You know, you could have easily pulled your 1, you could have gone into an ult, and you could have easily, because you know he has no beads. You know he already used them, like, a while beforehand. You could have easily gone into a 1 into an instant ult. You'd be a lot closer to him, he wouldn't be distancing himself to then, you can then just go straight up into the air, go use your ult, hit a chain and just instantly come back down, press the 2 and kill him. Or just even auto him, and then, you know... You can use your 2 to get away, and even your 3 as well, because there's a minion wave right there, just on the edge as well. So, and I guess it could have, in a sense, would have saved you a lot more health as well, because you had about 400 before the start of that engagement. You could have left with, like, easily 300, I think. But still, though, you do kill him, so it is completely fine. I don't know why Spectator's showing him as invisible, but, you know. You still got him, though, and you still got out, so... But yeah. Still completely fine, though. Like, Rama was just screwed from the beginning, but... You could have I feel like you could have definitely ulted a lot earlier to take Tsukiyomi out. And you could have, like, just walked away easily, because Ymir wouldn't be able to do that much to you. Even if you have 200 health, yeah, he has ultimate, but, like... There's a minion wave there, you have your 3 anyway. You're completely fine to get out. Oh man, my throat is not doing me well today. Horror is kind of giving a wave to you. I'm presuming you're going to go over and take that. Actually, why can't I see Horus on the map? Oh, he teleported. That's why! I couldn't see him on that wave because he fucking teleported. What have you got right now? So you're going into Hydras, okay. That's normal, that's fine. This jungler stinks. I agree. Have you seen his Daji ults? But that's why he's here. That's why he's on match replay, you know? He needs the criticism. He needs to know how to, like, take engagements better or things he could easily do better in, like, scenarios. And, you know, learning the character and getting better. You know, criticism is all fair and it makes improvements. You're also running into a wall. You're also running into a wall and I can tell that. The guilty pleasure of auto run. But I mean, as far as jungle farming goes, there's not really like any complaints so far. I'm seeing an ult here and I'm seeing huge... You dive a little bit deep, which does get the Tsukiyomi ult in response, but you're not getting them. Once again, I feel like that's a scenario of you could eat... I'm going to pause it again and I'll rewind and back up to it a little bit. So it's going to be here like 50 years. But, you know, I feel like it's another scenario once again, right? You don't need to do that. I feel like you could easily walk away, you know? Just ulting, bringing the Ymir back, because... Well, he does have ult, but, like, I don't feel like he would be able to pull it out in time. You're not forcing the Tsukiyomi ult, which hits your tier. And you probably could look at pulling Tsukiyomi and Nuwa along with the Ymir. And just getting rid of them, you know? So once again, I think it's a scenario of you could ult easily, much easier, but... You know, and getting kills with your ult much easier with good engagements, but you just end up trading a lot more damage than you need to just to secure yourself a kill. Instead of looking for more with your ultimate. Didn't trust myself in my ult, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't, because you You're learning though, it's fine, but you know. Just things that, like, you know, when you're more used to Daji, when you can do, like, pardon me, when you can say, like, do stuff like insta-pulls and stuff. So, of course, insta-pulls is always going to be a Daji tech that's fun. And always guarantees a lot of fair amount of kills. you know, you'll get more confident with, like, when you want to ult and do stuff like that, and, you know, that's why I'm here. Telling you, you know, looking at good ult opportunities. Waiting for Horus to tank, but Horus decided to step out for some reason. He actually almost got you killed because of that. I feel like that Horus could have easily just, like, tanked another shot for you, and you would have been fine, but you lived anyway. All one you would have gotten was an assist, so it's not like a crazy trade would have been lost, but just weird from the Horus, to be honest. That's more so a player thing, that player's issue than you, though, of course. I actually ended up soloing Tsukiyomi. What the fuck? Is that a Golden Blade Horus? Yep. That's a Golden Blade Horus. That would explain exactly why he soloed him. Peeking into the next item, that's a Beat Stick or a Crusher. Either items are good pickups. Like, Crusher is a lot of damage for Daji. And then, of course, you have Beat Stick. Gets that anti-heal for the Guan Yu, but doesn't really do much to anyone else. Taking a peek at Tsukiyomi, he has Eye Trans, not that bad, but once again, I'm just seeing more things of, like, the other player things. Good God, my throat. Don't do match replace with a sore throat, god damn. Ugh. I need to hydrate really, really often so that doesn't happen. Dear God. I kind of like this. I mean, you're really heavily forcing the Tsukiyomi out of position here. Tsukiyomi, you know, you're pushing up with the tier, you get Tsukiyomi really heavily out of position, and he's forced to ult out, but it's not going to be anything for him. And once again, same could look for the Guan Yu, but... Ooh. Well, that was just kind of sad watching that. Poor Kukulkan. At least he was able to kill the Guan Yu, though. That was kind of huge. I do kind of wonder. I feel like. I think if this game is 42 minutes, which seems like it. I mean, I do have this. Hold on, I do have the. Yeah, I mean, well, I can't actually see the length of the match, but you know, presuming that it is a 42-minute game, I'm gonna guess that someone maybe got a little too deep with their ego and ults. And that's probably why. Something maybe feels like some certain individuals may have thrown a little bit. A little bit of trolling, perhaps. That Rama is balls deep, and that salt should kill him. But he's actually gonna walk away. Nuwa mid-rotation onto the solo laner. On the blue buff. Oh dear. I know you're on left side of the map, and obviously there's nothing for you to farm on your left side of the map. Yeah, there's nothing for you to farm on your left side of the map, so you weren't able to respond to, like, Horus being at their blue buff, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. You would rather take the farm you can get, push yourself to a higher level, more snowball. The fact that this Rama has lived this low is really criminal. I feel like you could have ganked him a lot. I feel like instead of the back to get, what did you get? 2/2 Transcendence? Which is going to be Heartseeker. You could have ganked Rama a lot earlier, I feel like, instead of backing to get that charge Morning Star. Could have taken him out, even though I guess he was on the tower, but still. You've been diving really crazily, so that shouldn't really... Him being on the tier 1 shouldn't really, like, change anything. You pick up the kill anyway, though. I mean, once again, there's nothing to criticize about, like, jungling paths. I mean, you play jungling, farming, and pathing really, really well. So there's, like, nothing to criticize on that end. Like, you're walking the mids, you're getting them, then you're probably walking the oracles, and then backing. You're not walking to oracles that are currently up? Alright, that's... You're making me regret my decisions, man. I guess you wouldn't have known if they were up, obviously, and I know they're up because of Spectator, but at least check it. You could have gotten yourself a little bit more extra farm if you just, you know, but just a little peek at oracles. Huge, hard team fight breaking out in solo lane. Seems like it's going in the favor. Ooh. I was about to say it's going in the favor of your team, but then it went in the favor of them. Guan didn't die and Horus did. That's really unfortunate. Tyr might fall as well. And he does. What do you do in this scenario? Your presence has now been made aware with Nuwa. Tsukiyomi is a little bit confused, I think. You're going even deeper? You have no beads. You had to burn your beads against the Tsukiyomi just to confirm the kill against them. So going this deep is kind of really, really greedy. And that's exactly why it's greedy. Ymir coming out with a hot blink first relic. Able to just walk up, freeze you, and punish you for that. I don't think you should have gone for the speed buff in that scenario. I would have just taken the Tsukiyomi and walked away, to be honest. I think you picked up plenty enough when you burned your beads for the Tsukiyomi. And you could have just happily walked away, maybe even used it all. Actually, I'm going to take it back a little bit, see if I can get back. Oh my god. See, in this scenario, you burned your beads, Ymir's in front of you, you get the Tsukiyomi. Ymir's already altered. So at that point, the only people near you are Nuwa and Ymir. Guan Yu's over here, walking over the base. Feel like what you could have done, you got greedy. You didn't know Guan was coming at a base, so you just assumed, oh yeah, Tsukiyomi doesn't have his speed buff. I can go invade his speed buff. Of course, that makes sense, but probably you could have warded. Do you actually have any wards on you at this point? You do not. That is unfortunate. Yeah. So you actually had no way of knowing that the Guan Yu was actually present and walking up to the speed buff. But I still think you should have just de-initiated from this point. If you needed to, you could have altered Ymir, just insta-pulled him and just walked away, you know? Just path back up this way to, down to this side of the jungle, walk away through the mid, like you did even when you were attacked at speed buff. And just walk up, you know, just walk up and get out. But, unfortunately, you got greedy as fuck. You looked for that speed buff, you teleported to it, boom, there's a Guan Yu behind you. Now you've lost half your health, and yeah, they're just gonna continue to walk at you. Ymir still has his blink, you have no beads. So it is unfortunately just a free kill. So that is just really unlucky, and, you know, you gave Guan quite a bit of shutdown gold as well, because you were 11-0. That's like 700 gold at most. That's quite a lot for a solo laner. So you kind of threw a lot there just by going for that speed buff. Really, really greedy. Where you could have just taken the Tsukiyomi. You know you didn't have your beads. You knew you burned them for the Tsukiyomi. You got the Tsukiyomi. Could have just walked out and that would have been enough. That would have been a benefit for your team. Just unlucky, and it gives more gold to the enemy solo laner who could potentially bully you. Not too much of a massive impact, but still quite a bit of an impact, you know? Didn't expect the Guan and the blink from Ymir. I feel like in the frail moments that you had to teleport, when you teleported in, you could just exactly see... Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna go back again. I know I'm going back to this very specifically again. I just have a small hunch that you could see Ymir from the Guan from the corner. Yeah, look at that. You had like 3 frames to see Guan Yu there. So maybe just the reaction speed just a little bit slow. But you definitely had frames where you could definitely see that Guan Yu. And you could see him walking up, coming up from the cage. But we won't dwell on that too much more longer. Just thought maybe it's something to point out. You could definitely see him there. Catch us back up to speed. Alright, I'm back to you. Finally. Damn, don't die, forehead. They're still over in duo lane. That's surprising. Poor Rama. Pardon me. Oi, oi, oi. I guess I might as well change the title while I'm here. Since I am now doing what I wasn't originally able to do, match replay, Pog. You don't have to do anything here. You can just back up, wait for the Guan Yu ult to end. Could have been a little bit faster on that insta-pull, I feel like, but still a good ult regardless. Just feel like it could have been a little bit faster, so you could have gotten a lot more damage output done. But not a bad ult. Still really good otherwise. You were able to pick up the Guan Yu nice and easy. Can we report the Daji? No objections. Ooh, you missed it. Ooh. You gotta hit those auto cancels, man, with the one. Because that came really, really clutch and close. You still don't have... You do have 2k in... You have almost 3k in hand. You can go back and get a full Heartseeker right now. So I'm not sure why you're sticking around. I mean, I know you understand you have presence around the map at the moment. Oh, there's one you walking up, you know? You have 3k in hand. You can easily buy full Heartseeker, maybe start a Titan's Bane, or... thinking, for example, maybe even a Serrated Edge, I guess.
Now it's starting to heat up.
But you're lurking with a lot of gold that can be used to, like, a massive power spike. Which is understandable, because of course you can get 20. If you do get 20, that means you can get the remainder of your Heartseeker, 1700 gold. You could even get your Bumbus Spear upgrade, which is like 1500 gold as well. Which would also be a very, very massive spike, but when you do get your Bumbus Spear, then that problem arises of, you've already farmed everything on your side of the jungle. There's nothing to farm. So then there's nothing to get your Bumbus Spear proc from, for example. Yeah, there's nothing to get your Bumbus Spear proc from. And yeah. And you now finally decide to get level 20. There's the False Heartseeker and there's Bumbus Spear. And once again, there's the problem I presented. Even though you have Bumbus Spear, you've already cleared all of your farm on your side of the map, so... There is no jungle farm to take to proc your Bumbus Spear to get that extra damage. Which I believe is, if I'm not mistaken, 10% power buff. That 10% power buff means a lot. So, you know, you want to make sure you could at least always have a camp around to at least have that Bumbus Spear proc. So you are having that 10% power always present for like 30 seconds and such. Standard pickup, you're just... Wow. Hold on. Hold on. I need to see that in slow-mo. Hold the phone. I need to see that in slow-mo. I need to see this in slow-mo. I need to see this in slow-mo. I really do. What was that flick? And you almost missed the auto as well. You almost missed the auto as well, but what was that? What? I mean, you did hit her with the second one, but what was that? Of course it's stick drift. Why else wouldn't it be stick drift? That was... To be fair though, that actually did look like stick drift. That would make a lot of sense. Pings coming out from the Sol to get mid-Phoenix, which should happen. It is Sol after all. Now the Tsukiyomi, out of position, should die here, and he will. Good shit. Oh, look at that. You even got to pick up the Tsukiyomi speed buff, which a lovely teammate dropped for you. Ooh, that's so unlucky for Kukulkan. But I mean, hey, box standard, you know? Hey, look, there's something to go get your Bumper Spear proc on. Why don't you go get it? Daji is definitely a balanced character. I don't know what you mean, Ymir. Daji will, you know. She's just amazing. I mean, it's set up for fire rotation, Rama's walking up, but you don't have any ward vision, so you have no idea this Rama's walking up. Even Ymir got to blink and walk up for free. And you actually dropped the Fire Giant because you had no vision on the map. I'm going to see if I can click off of you here. Because you actually had 0 ward vision on the map. That's so unfortunate. You guys started the Fire Giant, of course, because you don't have ward vision. You can't see Rama walking up, you can't see Ymir walking up. Ymir just walks past, blinks onto, I believe, Sol and Horus, and takes away beads from the Sol. She's able to walk away, and then Ymir just goes to the ult on the Fire Giant. You try to take some focus on Rama, but then Rama says no. Looks for damage on Sol, looks for damage on the Fire Giant as well. You guys actually lost that Fire Giant just because you didn't have any vision. That's really, really unfortunate. I feel like if you guys, because you have wards here as well. I'm going to see how many wards are on the team. You have 2 wards from Tyr. Tyr wasn't present on the map, unfortunately. Tyr wasn't really present on the map, he just came out of spawn, so those wards aren't available. But you have 2 wards here, you know? I know your team rushed to start up the Fire Giant and stuff, but I feel like you could have easily just at least placed down, you know, the usual sentry ward around Fire Giant Pit, and then maybe, just because it is Rama, and you know, he can shoot astral arrows through the wall and stuff, you could have looked for a sentry ward just about around the edges of the Fire Giant Pit. And that would have allowed you to be able to respond back properly. And you could have secured Fire Giant had that not happened. But, you know, just a small thing. You know, ward vision will always be important in this game. And that kind of really shows why ward vision really matters. So you could have placed those wards down just before you started Fire Giant, but it's just unfortunate. Let's continue. We can witness more Daji ult misses. Rama beats nothing. That's just player skill. You're pinging Pyromancer, which is good to take, but your team is just... Because I would take Pyromancer off the map as well, because obviously you just lost Fire Giant, so you know... You want to be able to at least get some objective worth in your value to get the Pyromancer. Makes sense. And then we just go back to normal jungle rotations. You pick up the speed buff, you back. You're going to look to start off your last item, maybe get a 500 pot. How much do you actually have in hand? You have 2.8k. That is actually enough for a full Titan's Bane, which is huge. Could have upgraded a relic with your 300 gold to burn, but I'm guessing you're willing to save that for a 300 pot instead. 500 pot instead. Yeah, the Sol is, the Sol certainly is something else, but I mean, it worked against the Rama, apparently. But we're not here to criticize Assault, we're here to criticize Harry. Do it. Oh, you don't have your 2. Oh, satisfaction 0. No ward vision again. You may be able to get a blink freeze. Do you have beads? You don't for a full minute, but you're not really in any danger. Rama's level 16, you're level 20. You should just take both of them here. Ultimate? I can understand wanting to not expend your ult there to save it for like a much better team fight. And once again, it's kind of a little bit nitpicky, but you didn't really need to take a 600. Ooh, hoo, hoo. And that's what I kind of mean. It's a little bit nitpicky, but like you didn't need to take that 600 damage from the Ymir ult. You could have done like 1 or 2 autos with the 1 cancelled and everything. And then just before Ymir blows himself up, you could ult. You can instantly pull him because, of course, he doesn't have any CC immunity anymore by that point, and you can just get rid of him. And then you wouldn't have almost died to New War. But, I mean, of course, you can just ignore Ymir and just end up killing him anyway. But once again, just a little bit nitpicky. Nothing like too crazy. I think it's just, I think it kind of like circles back again to like just ult timing, just looking to, you know, making sure you're wanting to time your ult properly and looking for like better places to use your ult and stuff, you know? Once again, the more you play Daji, the more you'll get used to like when to ult, when to initiate with ult, insta-pull, type beat, and all of that stuff. It always will continue to tie in with each other. You do have Aegis. You are going to expel that Aegis. Good. Because that would, I think, just about come close to killing you, actually. Or it may have killed you. What's the Nua's build looking like? Actually, yeah, I think that would, yeah. That Tahuti proc would have been online, and that would have actually kind of killed you. So, good Aegis, which was needed to be done. You are going to split push here like a little rat and get that mid-phoenix stack down. Understandable. No one came to really respond to that aside from the Guan Yu. Guan Yu can't clear waves, so you just get to walk away with that for free. Extended fight happening over in solo lane. Tyr in a bit of trouble. Horus is fine. Yeah, Tyr should fall here. Takes them a little bit, but he does fall. This is a little bit dangerous. You are in quite the danger zone. Tsukiyomi ends up beadsing that, so you don't pull him. Still, once again, you've been pincered, and you are going to... Ooh. But still on the chase, still pincering you. Here comes Tsukiyomi, and you should just die at this point, but... Wow. Okay. Sensitivity difference, I'm guessing? Like, wow, I'm actually really surprised you got away with that, honestly. You should have been pincered and killed there, but you actually ended out alive, and you actually get to take away the... That's just toxic, man. You can't look at him saying you were gonna go kill him for the extra kill on your bloody kill feed when you're 20 to 1, and then just back. But no, that once again, that's just... You could have ulted a little earlier. It wouldn't have done much aside from, like, of course, pull Tsukiyomi towards you, or stop a little bit of the Guan Yu ult from hitting you. It didn't really matter that much. But, you know, you got pincered, you were caught out of position with that ult. They kind of should have killed you for that, but they didn't, which is really, really tragic. Google Khan steals the Fire Giant for you, and you're just walking. You have all the global presence in the world. You can do what you want. He does hit it, but then he gets the beads. Once again, Daji tech. little bit of feeling for Daji tech, right? So we're just gonna come back to this, right? Right? You see here, you have him on the chain, right? The only other player within range is Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi altered. That's when you should insta-pull. You should just instantly pull. Instead of baiting Rama's beads, you can just insta-pull him. He'll probably bead you anyway, but then you just get to kill him. Even if he does even if he doesn't have the reaction speed for it, you can still just get that insta-pull and you can just kill him. Instead of just, looking for the pull on him, trying to look for Tsukiyomi, but then giving Rama enough time to beads. So, because yeah, you can see, you don't even... I think your stick drift really screwed you over again, so you couldn't hit Tsukiyomi. But I don't think that mattered that much. I feel like you could have easily, because Tsukiyomi as well has beads. You could have easily just insta-pulled Rama and killed him there, instead of just walking away with his beads. Once again, Daji tech, something you don't really need to think about. But it'll be something that you'll pick up the more you play the character. Same thing with Daji 3 camera trick, by the way. I think I've noticed on every single Daji 3 you've done, you haven't turned around to, appear behind the enemy, or, I haven't really seen much Daji tech at the Daji 3 tech with the camera. And being able to confuse enemies by walking, by teleporting behind them and stuff. Haven't seen a lot of that yet at the moment. And once again, that's questionable beads, I feel like. But maybe I'm mistaken, because I don't know if that Guan ult hit you. It might have. Let me have a look at that, actually. Let's have a look at that a little bit. Let's see if that Guan ult hit you. Just a little bit more. Here we go. Guan definitely focuses you. Yeah. Guan Yu was nowhere near you. That was a really bad beads, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Yeah, a lot of us have kind of, stopped streaming. I mean, I'm not streaming as often as I want to because, personal stuff and, other endeavors and... But now I'm trying to kind of bring it back by, doing casting and stuff. Kind of retiring VTubing so then I can, just do random ranked streams whenever I feel like it. All that other types of stuff. But yeah, not a lot of us really stream anymore. We all have, personal stuff to do. I didn't really get to watch that last bit because of reading chat, but I'll pull it back anyway, just have a look. We get to see the lovely beads of nothing again. So you're half health, you're fine to take an initiation if you want to. Although you don't have ult for 20 and you have no beads. So they could easily punish you, but alas, your team's gone in for you anyway. Unfortunately, still once again, no Daji teleport tech on the Tsukiyomi, which could have done a lot for you, actually. And you do miss the, unfortunately, Torture Blades auto. But you got Tsukiyomi beads anyway. Rama regresses onto you. You're gonna try and ego it and almost die. Because you're a fool. But you walk away alive anyway. Unless you do something dastardly dumb here. But you do have ult, so you kind of can be a little bit dastardly. I think that's the first word I've seen you place this match. Hold on, can we get applause? Can we get applause? And a round of applause. For Harry's first word on the match. I know you're jungle. But come on. That was your first word of the match. Come on, man. Even junglers have to keep up their ward prospects, you know? Good job for using it. A little bit of choking. You really like to choke on autos a lot. I think I've noticed. Wait, what? Wait, what happened there? Did you just get stuck on... what? I'm like 20 to 1, I don't know, fuck you. No. I don't care if you're fed. You still need your ward vision. Hold on, I wanted to actually see what you got stuck on there for. Did you get body blocked by Nuon minions? It's like, look at how much you choke. You just choke so many auto. You back off. I think what happens is you 3, and then you back off. You get the auto. You then back off, and then you activate your 1, which means that like you just end up not hitting the auto cancel with the 1. So you kind of taking a lot more poke because of that. But anyway. So once again, still no Daji tech with the 3, but because Rama knows you're teleporting in front of him, you can just easily turn your camera around while you 3'd, and then hey, you're behind Rama. You don't take as much damage again. You know, just those things. What did you actually get stuck on here, though? Nice teleport. I shouldn't be laughing at that much, but teleport cancelled, unfortunate, but... See? You know to ult here, and that's not a bad ult, but you don't get to pull Nuar, unfortunately. But see, that's not a bad... oh. And yeah, that somehow worked out anyway. You know, see, you took an initiation ult there, and that's really, really good. And I feel like you could have done that a lot more throughout the stages of the game. Titan? Ooh. And I'm guessing at this point your team just end the game because only Ymir and... This man did not... You did not. You did not. You can hear that. You did not. You have music 100%. I have music 100%. I can still hear a Rama ult. It's okay, bro. You told. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't feel like I had to comment much on the build as much, really, because, I mean, it was just a standardized build. Getting Jotun's Cunning for the only glyph item that you can get late game, really. Completely fine. Whopping 47k damage. Absolutely overtaking anyone in the match, and that's huge. You got sniped, it's okay. You got sniped by a gold player, bro, it's okay. it happens to the best of us sometimes. That was your second death in the match. It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro. Oh man. But I mean, alright, I guess that's the only match we have to spectate, so I guess that'll be it for episode 1 of Match Replay. Unfortunately, it's really, really unfortunate that, I wasn't able to do the first 2 matches that, I had in the form. It is really, really unfortunate that I couldn't do the first 2 matches that was submitted to me. The one that you gave me initially, which was the casual, which would have been actually a really good demonstration game, because I remember watching it partly, and I actually would have had a lot more to say than what I had to say this game. And then then we would have had Disco Fairy Scrim. It's really, really unfortunate that I didn't get to review those 2 matches. But I mean, hey, the more episodes we do, the more people we did troll more casuals. Okay. I mean, you could for content, but we're not crazy. You don't have to, man. I mean, you have to have those casual spectators to begin with, so for me to watch them anyway. But yeah, I mean, that pretty much wraps it for that episode. YouTube frogs and all that. The replay form will be in the description, or if anyone ever wants to send a match replay, and hopefully I'll remember to do it in an actual scheduled episode before Hi-Res secretly wipes the replays before the major patch, because apparently I guess they wipe the replays on patch notes day or something. I don't know. Didn't even know that they did that, but hey, yo. But if you ever do want to submit a match live, you can always come over to, twitch.tv/laffeydb, and use exclamation submission, which is a command that will be always available and will take you to the forum. So then I can get a little bit more, have the match ID and just get a little bit more info out of people.